Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. It is Sunday. Sunday means one thing. That means speed duel. So, uh, I kind of reached out to one of our viewers this week, and I said, "Hey, I'm still kind of scatterbrained. We're still organizing and everything around here. How about a quick idea? What would you like to see?" Well, he and his son Mokuba decided that what they wanted was they wanted to see an obelisk deck. They wanted me to sort of play within the realm of just certain structure decks, and of course the Battle City and GX boxes. And I think I may break the rule only with one card, but it's a common. Um, I don't remember if it got reprinted, and again, I'm just not one to do my homework, so I didn't look it up first either. So we're gonna struggle bus through this. If that card was not a reprint, I promise it is not a very expensive card. So actually, there should be two because Waking the Dragons, I always use it in the sideboard. But I believe that was an earlier set as well. So what we've got for you guys today is a simple 20 card main decked speed duel deck, and it's Trap Obelisk. So nowhere to start except at the beginning. So let me pull up my chair just a little bit without scraping that against the floor. And let's get you guys the deck list. So the first thing we need to do is we need to start off with our skill card. Because again, guys, it's speed duel. We need them. And we're going to need the one from the Battle City box. We are going to need It's No Monster, It's a God. This is going to add a super layer of consistency to just like everything we're going to be trying to do. And this is what you need to be playing. So you can activate this skill during the main phase, discard any number of cards, minimum of one, then add one copy of Obelisk the Tormentor from the deck or discard pile to the hand. This skill is a once per duel skill, and it's fine. What this means is, since again this starts sort of ish in play, I do the air quotes there because again, it's not really targetable or anything, so it's technically not in play. It's more or less a game rule that you yourself as the duelist bring to the table. So again, you start with this, and this adds the consistency we need. So okay, I'm gonna put that off to the side, guys. That's what we need. Let's get our 20 card main deck. So for monsters, you run just the one. And again, you don't need to be MIT to get this one. We need Obelisk. We just need a single copy of Obelisk. Couple of things. First off, my dude has a whole paragraph. Secondly, let's go over the paragraph. So it requires 3 tributes for normal summon, may not be set. This normal summon cannot be negated. When normal summoned cards and effects cannot be activated, neither player can target this card with card effects. Now, real quick, there's a period in there. They're 2 separate things. That's not a just a turn he summoned a thing, and that has won me duels before. Somebody just misreading it, misunderstanding it, because again, it's just not something you get super familiar with. Once per turn during the end phase, if this was special summoned, send it to the graveyard. You contribute 2 monsters, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. This card cannot declare an attack the turn that effect is activated. Realistically, we're playing him for 2 reasons. He's huge. He's 4,000 by 4,000, and I don't have to go looking for him. When the moment is right, we can just go ahead and grab him. And again, there's absolutely no problem with it. So 1 monster. Small handful of spells today, guys. Again, I know I marketed this as mostly a trap deck, but we do need these. You are going to need your 3 copies of Book of Moon. Again, Book of Moon, quick play, so we can activate this during the opponent's turn as a trap. Target a face-up monster on the field, change it to face-down defense. And again, as far as some decks that require their monsters to be on the field to start something, like Breaker, if I don't want Breaker to break one of my trap monsters, if I don't want Chiron to break one of my trap monsters, if I don't want Charging Gaia to come at me, if I don't want to see Lord of Dragons get his Flute of Summoning Dragon and drop 2 beat sticks on me. Or, most importantly here, if my opponent summons Jinzo, I'd like to put him to bed real quick, and Jinzo will forever be in the spotlight for the just foreseeable future of Speed Duel. So any deck that can tribute a monster should probably be running Jinzo, and as long as Spellproof Armor is still a skill card, you're gonna see him just nonstop. So realistically, you do need the Books of Moon. It is your out to the one big guy that gets you, but again, it's just so much more useful than that. We're also going to use 2 copies of Cosmic Cyclone because, again, I understand I'm using a big back row, but I don't want to fall into like the normal traps, battle traps, or in essence, one of the biggest thing that scares me about this deck is actually going up against a deck that uses Zoma. I would much rather pay 1,000 life points than have Obelisk run into Zoma, and then suddenly I'm taking my 4,000 life points as an effect burn. So again, just an ounce of preparation is all we need. And since we are running the 3 books, might as well get the 2 Noblemen of Cross out. Just go ahead and out the Jinzo now, and you'll be perfect. So that, again, that's our monster. That's our 7 spells. 7, 3, 3. Yeah, 7. So then the traps are going to be pretty basic. First one we want to use 3 copies of Limit Impulse. And this is one of the ones I was curious about. I don't remember if they re-released this in the Battle City box. But this is great. Send 2 cards from the hand to the graveyard. Special summon 2 soul tokens. Doesn't matter. They cannot be tributed except for a tribute summon. This helps us set up for the Obelisk faster. And guys, if you start with like 2 Limit Impulses and Obelisk in your hand, you can definitely drop another Limit Impulse, drop the Obelisk, then drop something else later to recycle the single Obelisk back to your hand. So again, it gives you that little bit of flexible play. Do not underestimate this card, but do know that you will need a 3rd tribute, so be careful with it. Next up, we're going to be using 3 copies Metal Reflect Slime. Again, the rest of these are just monsters that we're using that are traps. So the Metal Reflect Slime is our big defensive wall. Could you use Quantum Cat? Yes. Quantum Cat's only going to have 2,200 defense. Reflect Slime has 3,000 defense. Again, will be summoned as a normal monster that is also a spell trap. Swamp Mirror. What's cool about this? In some decks, anyway, you activate this by declaring the monster type and an attribute, and special summon it as a normal monster, 18 by 1,000, that has that type and attribute. So we could be really funny. We can call it a Divine Beast with the Divine Attribute. We could do that. But again, this really does fit into other decks with other themes. But again, we chose it because, again, it's just the most powerful one. And again, I'm going to finish this off with 3 copies Zoma the Spirit. Zoma, big move here. And again, can we use it against other decks? Yes. What if they take our Obelisk with Inner Conflict because it's not really being targeted by a card but a skill? Well, then you're going to need some insurance against your own big bad. And again, like I said, Zoma is one of the best. So again, special summon it in defense as an effect monster. This is the only one that'll be in effect. Level 4, 18 by 5. So again, when you do go to your own turn, you click it to attack mode and it'll be pretty decent. If this card summoned this way is destroyed by battle, inflict damage to the opponent equal to the attack of the monster that destroyed it. And I've actually beaten an Obelisk in Speed Duel by running the Zoma in. I took my 22, and they took the full 4. So again, big plays can be had here. This is a very fun, casual build. But again, like everything, I mean, I want you guys to have some fun with it. Real quick, maybe take the screenshot or, just pause, take some notes real quick, and I will be back with the extra inside decks for you guys. So just 1 second. All right, my friends, let's get the extra deck out of the way first. And a lot of you guys know where I'm going to be going with this. But what we did was we actually retreated into an older subset of this. So we do have the Blue Eyes Ultimate because, again, it's the strongest. We do run the Cyber Blader. And again, the Blue Eyes Ultimate, not part of these boxes. You can substitute it with a later card, the Cyber End Dragon, just to have a powerful card. It just won't be the most powerful card. So it is what it is. Cyberblader has a bunch of great effects that I'm not going to go over right now. Just again, I want you guys to have 2 videos today, so I'd love to get this in and out. We're going to be using the Cyber End Dragon. We're going to have the single copy of the Ojama King. And then one of the cards that we're stepping back to, another card that wasn't exactly a part of this, was the Ryu Senshi. So again, a fusion summon of this card can only be done with the above materials. The reason we're playing him is this first effect. When a normal trap is activated as a quick effect, we may pay 1,000 life, negate. This card must be face up on the field to activate and resolve. Additionally, negate the effects of any spell card that targets this card and destroy it. So again, it can't be booked. Offerings to the Doomed, Tribute to the Doomed, any of the spell cards like that. Total loss of effect. But realistically, what we're trying to do is trying to, again, keep the Obelisk on board as long as we can. And then, of course, the last one would be our Thousand Eyes Restrict. Again, because I know Mokuba, you're going to ask, what could you do instead of the Reascension and the Blue Eyes? Like I said, you could just double up on the King and the Cyber End and be fine. Because again, none of this is like super specific. It's just my favorite generic stuff. But again, you do have access to 4 of the 6 already, so that's very cool. Let's just kind of shuffle these guys up a little bit. There we go. And let's get you guys this side deck. So in the side deck, I'm resting my 3rd copy of Nobleman of Crossout, just because sometimes the Book of Moon Crossout is more viable. And again, I do feel like game 2, if we're playing up against an opponent that is running some machines, as long as they aren't running the spell-proof armor, then again, we can stop the Jinzo. If not, we're going to have to try to overpower him, and it's not going to work out the way you want it to all the time. So it is what it is. We're going to run triple Lost Wind, because again, just good trap, great trap. And again, if our opponent, and we're playing during the GX time period, because the opponent can and will be fusing, again, we get 2 shots out of this. It's a possible 6 activations. And then my 2 copies, Waking the Dragon. Because again, when this gets destroyed or banished from the field, and is either in the discard pile or the banish, then we get to special summon a monster from our extra deck or our main deck. And again, another thing that you guys could totally do with this is you guys could play that Obelisk Tormentor this way, and then use the skill card to get the Obelisk back out of the graveyard to summon him the normal way. So you could threaten it a couple of different ways, but this is my trap Obelisk build. Again, Mokuba, I do hope that you enjoy this. Everybody else also, I hope that you all enjoy this. And stop back in about an hour or 2, and we should have our Speed Duel Spotlight. Because again, I'm trying to get this week started right, and I'd like to get back to regular. So, just real quick, I do hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you have, consider supporting the channel. To do that, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. And most importantly, I hope that you guys all have a great day and that you guys get to go do something for yourselves, all right? All right, my friends. I hope to see you here in just a little bit. Later.